Have you ever wondered why some people's hair seems to grow effortlessly while yours feels stuck at the same length for months? Well, the secret may be not just in the products you're using for your hair, but in the nutrients your hair is or isn't getting. And the thing is that if you can fix this by getting the vitamins you need regularly, you can see your hair transform faster than before. So today in this video, I'll be talking about the nutrients that are so important and vital for your hair to grow stronger and longer, what they do, and also the foods that are rich in them. Let's get into the video. Hi, my beautiful friend. If you are on a hair growth journey, or if you just want healthier, thicker strands, you're going to want to save this video, because the truth is that when it comes to hair that's long and stronger, nutrition is very vital and important, maybe even more important than your wash day routine, even though that is important, what you do with your hair on the outside. But what you do with your hair within is most important, because your hair is getting the nutrients, and how it grows from your scalp is very important. You can do as much as you want with the products, with the treatments, but if the hair isn't strong and thick in the first place, or even just as healthy as it can be, you're going to be having difficulties. So I'm going to share with you the different nutrients that you can, be eating and adding to your diet regularly, as well as the foods you should be looking for and adding to your meal plan, so that you can get the desired hair that you want. Did you know that hair cells are one of the fastest growing cells in the body? Now that just amazes me, because if we're struggling with hair growth or hair retention, the issue isn't in how it's supposed to be working naturally. It could be with the vitamins that you need and that you need to be getting, as well as other factors to include. So the first vitamin I want to start with that is really key when it comes to cell growth and cell turnover, this is vitamin A. Vitamin A is really key and essential when it comes to cell and cell growth, and also important with the hair cells in your body. Now, hair in and of itself, especially on the outside, is dead. That's why you don't feel anything, any sensations. It's really important because it keeps your body warm and also for beauty. But at the same time, the growth happens in the scalp, within the skin, in our hair follicles, and it's good for those hair follicles to be getting vitamin A. So the different foods that you can be looking out for that are rich in vitamin A include, and it's one of my favorite, you probably know I'm gonna say it, but it's carrots. Carrots are really packed and rich with vitamin A. The other foods that are rich in vitamin A are kale, sweet potatoes, which are so nice to eat. Eggs are also rich in vitamin A, and also butternut squash. I don't eat butternut squash. In fact, I wouldn't even know, to be honest, where to find it. I know that they're in supermarkets, but if you like this type of food, or if you'd like to add it to your diet, just know that you're helping your hair as well. And another thing with vitamin A is that it helps to keep your hair moisturized, because it helps to produce, to add to the sebum, like the natural oils on your skin, that your hair needs to keep moisturized. Of course, the longer your hair is, the more you need to do on the outside to retain the moisture. But as far as your body is naturally concerned, you can help it by having more vitamin A, which helps with your hair's flexibility and strength. The next vitamin I'm going to be talking about is a group of vitamins that are in a family, and you could call them the super family when it comes to hair health. And these are the B vitamins. And these include biotin, which is really super popular right now, and it is for a reason, because it's really key in helping your hair to grow. Also known as vitamin B7. You also have vitamin B12, which is super important for the formation of your red blood cells, which carry the nutrients to your hair as well as the rest of your body, but very key with your hair as well. Then you have vitamin B6 and vitamin B9. also known as folate. And folate is also important for us as women, for us to be having regularly. Okay, so vitamin B7 biotin is really key in helping your hair because it helps to form keratin. Keratin is the main component of your hair. So when you have biotin regularly, you're helping your hair to be strong and able to resist the different elements that happen when it's on the outside, right? And now vitamin B12, it is so good for you to build red blood cells. You often hear like if someone is anemic that they need to have iron as well as vitamin B12 because these tend to work together to form the rich blood cells, red blood cells that you need in your body. And these red blood cells are bringing the nutrients to your hair follicles to form and to grow your hair. The next thing is that vitamin B6 also supports protein metabolism. And folate is so cool because it helps with cell being produced and turning over. And the reason why I mentioned that this is so good for women is that as women, naturally, we carry life, and folate is actually been found to be important in the baby growing, as well as the reproductive organs getting the nutrients they need to do their job well. So the recommendation for women, especially if women would like to become pregnant, is to start adding more folate to their diet even 12 months before. Now, we're not talking about having babies right now or reproduction. I like talking about that or anything science related. But when it comes to hair, folate is also really important and helpful. And it also goes along with vitamin A in terms of having cells being reproduced and healthily. A way that you can notice if you are lacking vitamin B in any way is if your hair, you notice it's not really growing as fast, or it's really slow with growth, or it's shedding a lot because your strands are really thin and breaking and not very strong. Because a lot of these vitamins help with the protein building and reproduction. So if you're not getting these, then your hair, which is largely made up of protein, isn't as strong as it should or needs to be, or even not producing it in the beginning stages as fast as it should be. So some of the foods that are really rich in the B vitamin family would be eggs, almonds, avocado, you have salmon, lentils, also asparagus, and different foods like that. And even fortified cereals. I used to eat Special K a lot, which is fortified cereals, especially for women. And I noticed when I have this cereal regularly, or when I was having it in the past, that my hair would grow longer, and also my nails, because the structures in your hair, your skin, and nails are really similar. So you're doing your whole body and even just your outer surfaces a job and a good justice by having these nice foods. Now, the next vitamin really helpful and key for your hair is vitamin C. And the reason why vitamin C is important is because it helps with the collagen building of your hair. And collagen is also an important structure in your hair. And it's also helpful, vitamin C is helpful for the absorption of iron. And iron is also vital and important for your body and also for your hair. So the different foods that are really rich with vitamin C are, of course, your citruses. Also kiwi is actually really rich with vitamin C, and most of the times, like, people will go straight to the citruses because yes, they're packed with vitamin C. But you have other fruits such as kiwi that is really rich with vitamin C. Other foods include strawberries, bell peppers, you have broccoli that's rich in vitamin C, and guava, a tropical fruit that's really nice actually and rich in vitamin C. The next vitamin is vitamin D. Vitamin D helps to stimulate your follicles. And also, if you notice that your hair is thinning, vitamin D or a low level of vitamin D could be the reason why. And that's why the sunlight is so very important, because that's the richest source of getting your vitamin D, where when you're standing in the sun, your skin actually produces vitamin D. It's so amazing how our bodies are made, to be very honest. And of course, you want to manage your exposure to sunlight and even when, but it's very important and shouldn't be avoided. Other foods or other sources of your vitamin D include salmon and eggs. Those seem to be coming up a lot and are really like, it's good to actually start considering adding these to your diet as much as you can. And I should mention for the eggs that they are found, most of vitamin D in the egg yolk. So you don't want to remove the egg yolk if it's also good for your health. I know for different health purposes people will not eat egg yolks, but egg yolks are really rich in vitamin D, as well as sardines and fortified foods, so where the vitamin D is added for an extra nutrition boost. The next vitamin is vitamin E, and vitamin E is a powerful, really powerful antioxidant that helps to stimulate your scalp and the circulation, as also to protect against different stress factors, because antioxidant helps to protect against the stress chemicals that are produced in your body for different reasons, even if it's natural. And stress that is formed or produced from regular metabolism in different percentages. So there are different chemicals that are produced in your body through metabolism. And if they stay there, or if they are in high levels, they can cause stress to your cells and can cause a lot of damage. So what antioxidants do is that through different processes, they protect and they take away or they reduce the level of those chemicals so that your body isn't under a high amount of stress. So vitamin E, that's why it's so important, because when it comes to your hair and to the cells that are produced in your hair, it's good to protect them so that they can work stronger and for longer. Foods that are rich in vitamin E include almonds, sunflowers, olive oil, and even sweet potatoes are rich in vitamin E, and it's worth looking into adding these different foods to your diet. As well as avocado. Avocado is also really high and rich in vitamin E. Now, it's hard to mention the vitamins that are important in supporting your hair growth and not the minerals. So I want to quickly mention some of the minerals that are important and vital for your hair growth. And I mentioned one already, which is iron. Iron is so key and important for your hair growth. And if you are lacking in iron, you can notice something such as hair shedding faster and even breaking, because your hair will not be strong without having the iron that is needed to support it. Foods that are rich in iron include lentils, spinach, red meat, and tofu. And I found out recently that quinoa is also rich and high in iron. Now, zinc is also another mineral that is very key and helpful for the growth of your hair, because it protects your hair tissues and also regulates the oils in your scalp. Foods that are rich in zinc include the pumpkin seeds, cashews are really rich in zinc, as well as beef. So adding this to your diet is helping you a lot. Another mineral that I found out recently that helps your hair to grow strong is sulfur, and sulfur is high in onions and garlic. And the thing is that sulfur is also helpful in the growth and production of your hair, which is so amazing. That's why you see some people actually using onion juice to help with their hair growth, and from what I've been hearing, it actually works effectively. Another thing that is so helpful for hair growth, these are omega-3 fatty acids. So these are fats that help to help your hair to keep shiny and strong and elastic. And you can find these in fish oils. So when you were younger and taking your cod liver oils, these were really good in helping your hair to grow. It's also high in flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts, so add more nuts to your diet as well. If you are serious about faster, healthier hair growth, don't just focus on what you're adding to your hair, but what you're